Welcome back to County Connection. For this next segment, we're going to be talking about a new service offered by the Colorado Department of Transportation in its transit arena. And here to tell us all about it is Mike Timlin, who is in charge of that one piece of the transit puzzle at CDOT. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks for inviting me up here.
All right. So, Mike, CDOT recently made a big announcement about an expansion to the Snowstang service, which you oversee. And before we get into that new service, for anybody who may not be familiar with Snowstang, can you give us a quick overview of what that is?
Sure.
And how it connects to Summit County?
Right. Snowstang is CDOT's interregional express bus service that we launched back in 2015. It's taken off big time. We've been gaining double digits ridership every year, all 4 years. Again, this past year we were up on this line here, coming up through Summit County between Denver, Vail, Glenwood Springs, and Grand Junction. We were up 60% in traffic.
Over just the previous year?
The previous year.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of that had to do with we added some service to Grand Junction. A lot of it was leaving Denver instead of leaving the mountain resorts in the morning, going into Denver. We changed it and we left Denver in the morning early, 7 o'clock, and came up here. And then we go back through here about 4 o'clock in the afternoon after they turn around in Grand Junction, which makes it for those going on day recreation trips up here, makes it perfect. Because I get here about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we come back through about 4:30, going back into Denver. So that's what grew that kind of, a lot of people from the Front Range decided to use it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All right, great to see everybody hopping on transit.
Yep.
All right, so just recently, CDOT announced the addition of Snowstang to the Snowstang service.
Right.
So tell us, what is Snowstang all about?
Snowstang is an effort by us to, as the governor asked us to do, is look at more recreation trips along into the resort towns. We also have later this summer we're going to have a 6-week trial trip of going up from Denver up to Estes Park. So we're we're kind of checking out the whole gamut of recreational trips. What we did is, and I know sometimes, some people may take offense at this, but there's a general feeling, especially in the Front Range, that along the Front Range, that there, enough money is being spent by the state on the resort towns. So there's there's some reluctance on the part of using public dollars to run service directly to the resorts. So we decided to change that around and ask the resorts if they wanted to do this so that we could offer fares that were cheap enough for people who would want to use the bus instead of taking their cars, ask them to become an equity partner in it. CDOT would guarantee that 40% of the operating expenses needed to operate the service, we would cover that. We would guarantee it with, fare revenue. And we would use our buses, which are normally, most of them are idle on weekends anyway. We would use those buses and the drivers, put them to work, and have them make some money and use them on the weekends to go up. So we did test that 2 years ago. If anybody remembers that, we did it for 2 days. It wasn't a very fair test, but we did learn a lot from that. One of which was that $45 round trip tickets were far too expensive. And we worked with the I-70 Coalition and came up with a much better rate of $25 round trip and discounted for children under 12 and seniors and disabled. They do, disabled people do ski. So, we give them, they'll get a 25% discount.
Great.
They go. Right now, we have, it'll be 40 dates. We'll start service on weekends only and holidays.
Okay.
We'll start Saturday, December 14th, and we'll run through to Easter Sunday, April 12th.
Okay. So every weekend and major holiday between December 14th and April, what did you say?
April 12th.
April 12th.
Yes.
Okay. So really the vast chunk of ski season.
It's the fast chunk of ski season, and the holidays will run is not just Christmas Day and New Year's Day, but also on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, which is a big ski day,
For sure.
and President's Day
Don't
in
have to
February.
tell any of us.
Yeah, and President's Day. So, and I'm just going to say winter recreation because I get in trouble if I ski because the snowboarders get mad at me then. So.
All right. So, so which of the ski areas has signed up to be a partner with Bustang to
Right now,
create Snowstang?
we have two, Loveland and A-Basin.
Okay.
Are the two right now. We're still talking to other ones, whether they sign on or they want to take it wait and see, that's fine too. We're more than willing to work with this first year, if that's all it takes, is Loveland and A-Basin. And, I'm sure that we'll have a very successful season and we'll be, it'll go into, into future years. That's the whole idea, is to provide, enough revenue so that we can actually continue and expand it.
Right. And how many seats are on a single bus?
51.
Okay.
Right.
So, so that's potentially anywhere between 25 and 50 cars
Right.
off the road.
Yep.
Which is great.
Per trip. That's right.
And then,
of course, they have, we have free Wi-Fi on the buses. Now, we do restrict the bandwidth on there, otherwise one person can use up all the bandwidth watching movies. So if you want to watch a movie or something on the bus, bring your own movies along.
Okay. So download them ahead of time.
Download them ahead of time. And otherwise, the Wi-Fi is free. You have plugins for USB ports and 110 outlets, and reclining seats, so you can spend your time snoozing, watching, reading a book or whatever you want.
Sure. Yeah.
And they're all restroom equipped.
Yeah, I'd rather be reading the newspaper and
Right.
reclining rather than sitting behind the wheel in bumper-to-bumper traffic.
That's right.
Excellent. And so you mentioned the fare will be $25 with
Right.
discounts for ADA and children.
And seniors.
And seniors,
Seniors
okay.
65 and over.
Okay. And then how do people go about purchasing tickets?
It will be, that's the beauty of it. You buy your tickets online or on your mobile app, on the Bustang mobile Just Ride app at ridebustang.com, and you will be number of seats will be restricted to just what's on each bus, so you have a guaranteed seat.
Okay.
So if you book, pay your money, you have a guaranteed seat there and back.
Okay. And so if, say, 100 people make a reservation, then you'll line up 2 buses then for
Yes.
that trip, or as many buses as it takes?
as many buses as it takes.
All right, fantastic. And then is there like a deadline, like a number of hours in advance that you need to purchase it, or?
No, our tickets you can buy up to a half hour before departure.
Oh, okay. So pretty much right before.
Right.
Awesome. Well, this sounds like an amazing new service, and yeah, we hope it's super successful.
Thank you.
Anything else that you'd want to add, Mike?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things coming up besides the Estes Park service. We're going to be doing out of Denver for a 6-week trial run in August and September, so people want to go up and see the bugling, and they have festivals up there. We'll be rolling out by the end of August a new ticketing process where people who are going to Denver Airport can buy their Bustang ticket on the Bustang app, Just Ride app, and also buy their RTD ticket on the same app.
Oh, fantastic.
And you'll be, and all you have to do is get off the bus in Denver, go up the escalator, get on the train to the airport.
Awesome. You guys are making it so easy.
We're trying.
All right. Well, thanks for all the great work that you're doing at CDOT and at Bustang in particular, Mike.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about some back-to-school activities at the school-based health centers.